We spend so much of our lives in front of our computers, but have you ever stopped to think about what all those hours are really doing to your body? Today, we're going to dive into the essentials of computer health and safety and figure out how to stop sitting like a human pretzel.
Seriously, do a quick check-in with yourself right now. How are you sitting? Are you all hunched over? Is your neck jutting forward to see the screen? Yeah. If you answered yes to any of those, you are definitely not alone, but it's something we really need to fix. I just love this because it is so true, right? It perfectly captures that awful twisted up posture we all just kind of slump into. And sure, it might feel okay for a minute, but that pretzel shape is setting you up for back pain, neck strain, and a whole world of hurt down the road. So, what's the solution? How do we untwist the pretzel? Well, it comes from a field with a bit of a fancy-sounding name, ergonomics. But don't let the word throw you. It's basically just the science of setting up your workspace so you don't end up feeling like a banana with back pain. It's all about making your environment work for you.
So here's the official take. Ergonomics is all about that connection between you, the person, and your workspace. The whole point is to design that space to fit your body's needs, which means less stress and fewer injuries. It's about working smarter, not harder, on your body.
And this stuff gets super personal. Specialists in this field, they look at everything. Your unique body size and shape, your fitness level, how your eyes and hands interact with the screen, and of course, your posture. They're trying to find all the little stress points on your muscles and joints to figure out the perfect setup for you.
Okay, so let's get specific. This ongoing battle between your body and your screen, what's it actually doing to you? We're about to break down some of the most common aches and pains that come from way too much screen time. Oh man, I think we have all been there, right? You've been glued to a screen for hours, you finally look up, and the whole world is just fuzzy. That's not just you being tired. It's a real thing called eye strain, and it can lead to some nasty headaches and even double vision.
But here's the good news. Preventing eye strain is actually pretty simple. The #1 golden rule is to give your eyes a break. A 15-minute break every hour or two makes a massive difference. And beyond that, little things like cutting down on screen glare or even just wiping the dust off your monitor can bring a ton of relief.
Okay, this is huge. This is the difference between sitting like a shrimp and sitting correctly. And notice the key details here for good posture. Your eyes are level with the top of the screen, not the middle. Your back's a little reclined, your feet are flat on the floor, and your wrists are straight when you type. This whole setup is designed to support you, not fight against you. All right, we've talked about our eyes and our backs, but what about our hands and wrists? That sharp, nagging pain you feel after a marathon typing session, well, that's a huge red flag. And it's another major problem in computer safety.
That pain? It has a name. Repetitive strain injury, or RSI. It's caused by making the same tiny movements, like clicking a mouse or hitting the same keys thousands and thousands of times without a break. This constant friction can inflame your tendons and pinch the nerves in your wrist. A really common version of this is carpal tunnel syndrome.
So how do you avoid RSI? The solution is beautifully, almost ridiculously simple. Take breaks. Stretch your fingers. Flex your wrists. Your body isn't a machine designed for endless repetition. Remember that. You are not a robot.
Okay, so we've covered all the aches and pains you can actually feel, but what about the dangers you can't see? Now we're going to get into the invisible forces in our environment that can mess with our health, both physically and mentally.
So every single electrical device, and that includes your monitor, gives off invisible energy called electromagnetic fields, or EMFs. Now you can't see them, you can't feel them, but here's the important thing to know. The strongest fields actually come out of the sides and back of most screens.
So, how do you protect yourself? Simple. Distance. The general rule is to sit at least 2 feet away from your own screen. For most of us, that's roughly an arm's length. It's a super easy habit to get into.
But what about your coworker's computer in an office or the person next to you in a lab? Well, because the strongest fields are coming from the sides and back, you actually need a little more room. 3 feet is the recommended minimum distance from someone else's screen.
Now, beyond invisible fields, there are these invisible pressures on our mental health. First, there's just noise. The constant hum of computer fans, whirring printers, and all that clicking can slowly raise your stress levels without you even noticing. Easy fix, headphones or some sound-absorbing stuff. Then there's what's called techno-stress, that feeling of just being burnt out and overwhelmed by technology. And the best weapon against that, you guessed it, take regular breaks. Seriously, step away and disconnect.
So we've covered protecting your body and your mind. For our last section, let's talk about protecting your gear and yourself from some more immediate physical and electrical dangers. This is all about basic safety in any space with computers.
These rules are totally non-negotiable. First up, no food or drinks near electronics. One spill can be an absolute disaster. If you're going to work inside a computer, take off any jewelry, metal conducts electricity, and always unplug it first. And finally, just know where the fire extinguisher is, please.
And speaking of fire extinguishers, you've got to know how to use one. Just remember the simple acronym PASS. You pull the pin. You aim at the base of the fire where the fuel is, not at the flames up high. You squeeze the lever, and you sweep from side to side. It's a simple process that can literally save lives.
The last danger we're going to cover is the electricity itself. Unstable power can absolutely destroy your computer. You've got blackouts, which is a total loss of power, brownouts, a big drop in voltage, electrical noise or interference, and then the really nasty ones, spikes and surges, which are these sudden massive blasts of power.
So how do you protect your expensive gear from all that? Well, a surge suppressor is your first line of defense. It protects against those nasty voltage spikes. But the best protection is a UPS, an uninterruptible power supply. Think of it like a big battery that gives you a few crucial minutes to save all your work and shut down safely if the power cuts out completely.
So let's wrap this all up. The path to healthy computing really comes down to this checklist. Practice good ergonomics, take breaks for your eyes and hands, sit the right way, manage your environment, follow the basic safety rules, and protect your equipment. Each one of these is a small, simple habit, but when you put them all together, they make a world of difference.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. After everything we just went over, take a hard, honest look at your own setup. Is it actually helping you, or is it slowly hurting you? Look, don't try to fix everything all at once. Just pick one thing, adjust your chair height, set a timer for a break, clean the dust off your screen, and just make that one small change today.